tea and chat.
Chat with tea.
Tea chats.
Tea chats. Welcome to Our Life in Books, where we talk about our lives, books, and everything in between. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Samantha, and we're cousins.
Yay.
Grab yourself some tea and get cozy because we are ready to chat.
Chat. That's all we've been doing.
Chat and drink tea. That's all we do.
Literally.
It is. We haven't shut up once. But first, what tea are we drinking today?
So today we've got the candy apple tea from Adagio. So this is a black tea, and then it's got caramel and apple pieces in it. So it tastes just like the traditional candy apple.
Yeah. Have you ever had a candy apple? Or a caramel apple, candy apple, whatever.
Maybe, but
I don't think I have.
If I have, I haven't been able to finish a whole one.
Oh no.
Like maybe I've tried to take a bite, but they're also very hard to eat unless you cut it up.
I just discovered apples with caramel.
Apples dipped in the caramel dip is really delicious.
I had never had it before.
But like a full apple on a stick covered in caramel is so hard to eat.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
But this tea is really good. Mm-hmm. I think it's sweet, but not too sweet.
Right.
Because I don't really like sweet tea. And then, I don't know. It's just good for spring and fall, I think. And then?
Yeah, it is a very good, I think it's one that they released during fall, but then they kept it year round because it's so tasty.
Yeah, it's so good. It's one of my go-tos. Okay, so what are we have so many things to chat about, guys. It's insane.
Yeah, where do we start?
I love that the first thing is Elizabeth needs your life in order. She wrote
really
that.
Honestly do. I feel like I've been talking about this for, I don't know, weeks on this podcast about how just I don't have anything in order right now.
You've come to my side of the chaos.
Ever since tax season, my life is falling apart everywhere.
I know. I always feel like I constantly I'm missing things and I need to do all of these things. And
I've got emails I need to reply to. I've got books that I've taken pictures of and I haven't posted anything. And I just need to sit down with a planner and figure it out. But so I've got my planner and I'm pretty good about keeping track of what I need to post when in there.
Yes.
And I tried bullet journaling a year and a half ago. And it went really well for a couple months, and then I kind of fell off. But I was using it for planner, for everything. And I think I want to try and get back into it, but use it just as a journal and a notebook for lists and stuff to keep track of stuff, rather than a planner, because I've already got a planner, so I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what I tend to do. I go full force into it, and then I'm this is too much to keep up, and then I give up. So anyways, if anyone else bullet journals and has any hints or tips or what can
post
I do?
On your Instagram story, let us know.
Because I do love, I follow a lot of bullet journalers on Instagram. They're all so pretty, and I know I'm not gonna be there at that level, and I also don't I want to put time into it, but I also don't want it to be a big time consumer, because obviously I don't have time right now.
Yeah. One of our listeners and my friend Leah, I know she used to bullet journal. I haven't seen, I don't work next to her anymore, so I haven't seen if she still does it, but hers were really cool. So I hope that she can post some on Twitter.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because I just want to use
some tips
for mostly keeping track of lists and my to-dos and in a
fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just, I try to be organized, and then I just realize that it's just a lot. I have a lot of things. So basically, I have just been just not. My life is chaos right now.
I like the order, but I'm so far behind right now that it's so daunting, the idea of trying to get back into a place of order. I just don't know what to do.
That's why I'm trying not to overload myself on things so that I can live in my chaos and still get things done. I'm still if an author sends me a book, I make sure to read it, make sure to review it and all that stuff. But my TBR or my goals, my challenges, those are kind of, as long as someone's not depending on me, everything else gets pushed away, which is probably not the best, but I also am not in a place where I can put 100% effort into that, because I think right now I'm prioritizing the podcast a lot. I love it. I think what I told you is that I enjoy every aspect, the editing, doing everything from start to finish. It's really what helps. I think I get to use my tech side of the brain, and then I also get to use my creative side of the brain. So like I am enjoying this. So I think that kind of stuff is getting pushed to the wayside. But I've also had trouble picking up books lately. So
I've just overextended myself, I think.
Yeah, I feel like you are constantly working. I always see you constantly putting stuff together, and like it's not like you're like being like lazy about it. It's not. I've been like, I watch you like you're typing and go to bed, wake up in the morning, take your kids to deal with, put your kids together in the mornings, and then
put them together, put all their pieces together.
Yep. And then go to work, and then you get off work, and then you're back to it. So it's not like you're being like lazy or anything. I think it's just like there's so much going on.
Right.
I think we both talked.
I don't know like where to put my energies, because like I obviously love the Instagram. I love the taking the pictures and stuff.
And you're good at it.
Right now I'm really struggling with getting a caption in there that doesn't sound like every other caption I've ever written. Yeah. And like just doing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing that Book Sparks Summer Reading Challenge, which is great. I love the opportunities that Book Sparks has put out there, because I get so many books from them. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
But the Summer Reading Challenge is like 25 books, and I'm already behind in posting, and I need to email the coordinator and be like, hey, I've got pictures of these books. I just haven't had the chance to post all of them yet, because we keep getting them, and I feel like she gives us the deadline, but I don't get the picture taken until a few days after the deadline.
And you're like, I'm already behind.
Yeah. So I just feel so I know I've overextended myself between that and then other people that I'm working with. I'm just like, what have I done to myself?
Yeah. What was I saying? How I've taken to a lot of my Instagram posting mainly is I do it kind of like I do my regular Instagram. So like whenever I feel like it, and it's not going to have to be perfect. And it's kind of just, I'm done putting pressure on myself. So if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm obviously going to do it if an author has asked me to and I've accepted because I feel like it's their baby and I'm not going to hurt their baby and I want to help. But if it's not that, then I'm just going to do it if I want to. Same with, my blog, I think I've been posting a lot more on just because I have more freedom and more creativity
That's what I was going to say is I've found myself putting way more energy into my blog lately.
Yeah.
Which I know I don't have nearly as many followers, but for some reason I just feel like I'm just liking it a lot more.
Yeah, right now. I feel like Instagram, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
And it can feel like you're repeating yourself and you're saying the same things over again. And your blog, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoy.
Right.
God, I'm getting a sty in my eye.
Don't touch it.
It hurts.
Don't touch it.
And I am also like putting my effort into like other blogs or like I really want to get like our other avenues dealing with the podcast or dealing with us individually up, and it's just so much that I'm kind of like I think I like more behind the scenes stuff than I do in front of the scenes, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just a struggle to juggle it all.
It is.
We have full-time jobs on top of it. And then I've got, 2 kids, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, and I freelance. It's like,
it's a lot.
It is a lot.
But I love it. Like, and that's my thing is when I'm sitting at work, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had this time to devote to the book stuff.
Same.
Because if I did, I would get so much done.
Yeah.
Because it's what I love and what I'm passionate about. And like, I do enjoy math and numbers and stuff, but the pressure at work is totally different.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Yeah, because I like the tech at work and stuff like that, but sometimes it doesn't feed my creative side.
Right, exactly. Like, there's no creativity to it.
No.
It's just, this is what I have to do, and so I'm going to do it.
Exactly. Well, speaking of work, we've been listening to some podcasts.
Oh, my God.
That oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I'm so glad that you got back into them. I'm glad I'm getting back into them. And it's all, so they are Armchair Expert by Dax Shepard and Life is Short with Justin Long. And, Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. I think I said by. And so I am constantly looking at the new podcasts that are coming out. I tend to do, as I do with everything, as I rage listen to podcasts. Yep. I listen to them constantly when they're coming out until I'm absorbed all of it. and then I find the next.
Yep.
So I was looking on there and I saw I've been obsessed with Justin Long for a very long time. I can't remember the first thing I saw he was in.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yep,
I
think
that's the first
Jeepers
thing I
Creepers
saw.
probably. And I think...
And then what was that, the college one?
Accepted.
Yeah.
Yep, and then Dodgeball. And he's always been really funny to me. So I saw he had a podcast, and immediately I was like, I'm going to love it, because I think he's a fantastic actor. So I told you about it, and the first person he had was Dax Shepard, which we've been subscribed to his podcast.
Yeah, I was
I think it kind of just like slipped in the cracks of like all of our other like podcasts. So you revisited it, and then we were both like, okay, we both need to rage
I'm not
listen
sure
to
like
these.
why I subscribed and then didn't listen, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, and I've been subscribed too, and I was listening, and then it was just kind of like all these other crime ones and book ones were like being put above. And now I'm going back and I'm like, wow. One, Dax Shepard is an amazing interviewer.
I love him. Like, I've always enjoyed him in movies, but listening
was
to
so
him,
good. Yeah, and
I have such a different outlook and like respect for him.
Same.
He's just like he's such a good person, and I don't think he gives himself enough credit.
No, he doesn't. He definitely doesn't give himself enough credit. He's blunt and honest and real. I think it's refreshing to hear like him talk about faults in himself and being realistic and not being like fake.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
Yeah, he just he's very honest.
Oh,
and
yeah, he is.
Talks about everything from his past, and
I think his honesty is what makes the people he's interviewing feel like they can be honest as well.
So I started back at the beginning, and I'm working my way forward. I'm trying to think, like, his wife, Kristen Bell, was the very first episode that he did. That was really, really adorable. And then, so today I listened to Mila Kunis, and then I'm in the... What is it?
Mila Kunis.
Kunis.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Love her.
And then I'm in the middle of the Seth Rogen episode right now.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, because I listened to Ashton Kutcher yesterday or the day before. And then now I'm listening to his wife. And it's so funny because she's a huge fan of the podcast.
Yeah.
And so she's like the first guest that they've had that's also a fan of the show.
Oh, I love that.
It's so funny. She's so adorable.
Well, and so what I started doing is I've used to listen to it like in a row, and now I'm just kind of picking and choosing because I'm trying to get back into it. And so I listened to Lauren Graham before.
Oh yeah,
because they played
the other day
Parenthood together, and I just loved them together. And I love her. Like I listened to Anna Faris.
I listened to that yesterday.
Yep, and then so. Now I listen to Josh Duhamel because he is one of my crushes, and that was really good. And I listened to a couple others, and I think it's such a good. You get to know the actor, not the character they're playing. And I find that so fascinating to hear like about Hollywood and when they talk about that kind of stuff, because it's not
insider stuff.
Yeah, because it's not normal to us. They say something that's normal, and I'm like, well, that's not normal to me. But it's so interesting, like what they go through and how they get parts and how. It definitely normalizes and humanizes them. Yeah. Even more. And I just enjoy it.
Yeah. And one of my favorite parts too about his show is at the end, his co-host, I think.
Yeah, I think co-host.
Monica Padman, she fact checks everything that he says. Well, him and whoever's interviewing. Yes. But usually it's him, that he just like comes out with these statistics. So then at the end of the episode, she like goes back over everything that they've talked about. And she's like, okay, so remember when you said this? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, you're wrong. And I love it. She's so adorable.
She's so cute. I heard that a lot of people really like that. See, I haven't gotten to listen to those yet. The one about Josh Duhamel, they didn't have anything. Oh, it was one of the first ones that they didn't have anything.
So I'm like really dedicated right now to listening to them in order, but I'm not listening to every single one. Like if it's a person that I'm not familiar with, then I'm kind of skipping over it, or someone that I'm not super interested in.
Well, and also like I've noticed that I know faces and not names. So sometimes I will look the person up to make sure I don't know them. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know who that is. I just totally didn't realize, put two and two together.
But I'm really excited because I saw that more recently, Monica is who he interviews.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And also, I can't see.
Gudetama.
Oh, also, they are touring the Midwest.
No.
Like right now.
Why didn't you buy tickets? Why didn't you tell me this before?
Hold on. I gotta look because
How dare
I'm
you.
trying to remember when they're around here.
Elizabeth.
Armchair expert. Yeah, it says, hold on. Sorry. This is not entertaining.
Are you not entertained?
Events. There it is.
So while we're waiting, I want to talk about Life is Short with Justin Long.
Okay, wait.
Fine.
Armchair expert live in the Midwest. So they're in...
Anywhere in Iowa?
It's this month.
Oh, no. Okay.
They're in Chicago at the end of June. Or Minneapolis. They're in Minneapolis, June 29th.
Why does anyone come to Iowa?
I mean, but Minneapolis is not that far away.
When is it? June 29th?
Mm-hmm.
At Sturgis Falls. When was Chicago?
The 28th. Literally the day before.
Sick.
Anyway.
We can go if you want. We'll discuss
I think that's why I didn't say anything, because it's like this month. Like, it's right now.
Boo. Why can't they come to Iowa? Come on.
I know.
All right, fine. Let's talk about Life is Short with Justin Long because I'm obsessed.
Okay, so I've only listened to the first episode. I'm so sorry. I got so distracted by Dax.
He is a distraction. I enjoy him a lot. So Justin Long's podcast, I'm trying not to play it, but I want to look at more information.
I think it's sold out. The Minneapolis one.
Oh, that's awesome. Go them. Okay, so he interviews Dax first. Actually, Dax interviews him because he wants to air out all of his stuff before he's interviews
and
people.
He's a fan of Dax's show.
Yes, he's a mega fan. And Dax is like, wow, you do listen. Because he like says all this facts. He's like, I know. I've listened to every episode. I'm obsessed. And he does it, Justin Long does it with his brother. And I think his brother sounds like... from Bob's Burgers, the voice actor.
Well, the voice of Bob?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I don't know. Okay. Listen to it now. Listen
Bob
to it again.
and Archer?
Yes, he sounds like that. So then he interviews Neil Patrick Harris, who is, oh my God, amazing.
Oh.
And then
I got so distracted by Dax, I totally forgot.
And then the third is Olivia Wilde. And they're all his friends. Which, can I please be your friend? Because that's amazing. Olivia Wilde, Sam Rockwell, and then Lena Dunham, which I'm like, I don't know. I don't know really much about her. But I really enjoy...
It's super new. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's super new.
Like last month.
Exactly.
Dang, that's crazy.
I think the way he interviews is really fun, and he is just he has a nice personality. I think it's you. The one is moving.
How would you hear that?
I don't know. We have a new setup. Do we even say that?
Not in this one.
Not in this episode. So we have a new setup. There might be some audio issues. I am a perfectionist, and I can hear something, and it's bothering me.
We can hear crackling, but I'm not sure if we're going to hear it in the playback, or if it's just
it's probably
right now.
In the playback, knowing my luck. We're hearing it right now.
Weird. It's supposed to be a better setup, but because everything, like all of our equipment got moved,
and we really didn't check it all out because I was in a rush. So we
were supposed to be early, and we were not.
We're never early. So there's some movies we watched this past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I forced Elizabeth to watch Chasing Happiness by the Jonas Brothers on Amazon. Yes, because I have recently got obsessed with Jonas Brothers. I wasn't one of those people that was obsessed with them growing up.
Right.
But I was...
No, because when we were
too
younger...
old, right?
Right. I think they're just a little bit younger than us. Like, they're
not. They're...
but like their audience was skewed just younger than us.
Yeah, exactly.
So like maybe my brother's age.
Yeah.
So they always seemed like too young for me.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like all of it just seemed like...
Well, and they also... It'll get into the documentary, but basically, like, Disney made them be that way because they were wanting to aim towards a younger audience. Mm-hmm. This crackling is driving me absolutely insane.
It'll stop. Remember, it stopped last episode.
And so I watched that because I love Nick Jonas and Priyanka Choprov. How do we say that wrong?
Chopra?
Kirkpatrick? And you love Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner.
You know what? I love all of them now that like I've seen,
I told you.
I know. I really do. I do.
I think they just are fun people.
I love Sophie Turner, and I had no idea she was married to a Jonas Brother.
Oh my God, yeah.
Until just, what was it, like a few weeks ago?
Yeah,
you broke the news to me, and I was like, oh, what?
Right?
She's married, first of all?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So that's really cool. Okay, this is driving me absolutely insane. I'm going to figure it out while we're podcasting. I'm just going to push all
live.
I'm just pushing all the cords in. It's not making this noise. Okay. No touching. We watched the new It movie. I had seen it before.
Not moving.
We're both holding our arms up in the air, not trying to touch anything. I don't know what's doing it.
Okay. Anyways.
We watched the new It movie. I had already watched it, and I made you guys watch it because I don't know why. I'm getting a little braver, and I'm like, I'm going to watch some scary movies.
I've been in the mood to watch scary movies,
Me too.
And, like, when it's just me
too.
and Alex, it's very easy for me to concede and not watch a scary movie because we'll look through them, and then he's like, no, none of them sound good, but also he's actually scared of them.
Oh my God, I absolutely love that, actually. And so that's why I've been pushing it, because it's so fun to be like the not the most scared person in the room.
Because
I usually am.
I'm more scared of real people doing bad things.
Oh God, same.
Than the supernatural stuff. And like, I've seen the original It, so I kind of knew what to expect from this.
Yeah, we know like the plot line.
And yeah, there was a lot of like jump scares, but once it was over, like it didn't bother me anymore.
No, it didn't bother me either.
I wasn't like running from one end of the house to the other, like, oh God is behind me. Like, exactly. I didn't have any of that. But so
I kind of felt nostalgic to me because like it was one of the first scary movies I ever saw.
So I think it was that night in bed. I kept going, you'll float too, to Alex, and he goes, knock it off.
I told her that we should start tying red balloons around the house.
Oh my God, he would literally have a heart attack. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I was like, I've never met anyone who's more scared than me, so this is like so much fun. I totally understand why people love watching scary movies with me.
Right, like since we've been together, I've always threatened to like in the middle of the night, like start crawling toward him like the real girl with my hair over my face. Terrifying. And he's always told me he would punch me in the face just to make sure that I'm not actually like possessed or something. So I'm like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm not gonna do that.
I can see him totally doing that.
But too. I am also that mom and that wife that like hides and scares everybody all the time. Oh my gosh,
I do it to your dog all the time.
Oh God, Alex is the best to scare.
Really?
He screams. And like I just got Raylan yesterday, and I don't think he was that amused at all.
Oh. See, I haven't had a lot of people to scare, so I always scare my dog Millie. I'll hide behind corners and scare the crap out of her. And so now I've been doing it to Bowie. I feel bad doing it to your kids.
I don't. I'm so sorry.
You're like,
I just don't. It's fun. And I told Raylan the other day when he was like not amused by being scared, I was like, hey, you can scare me too. Like, hide and scare me. That's fine. But you have to jump out. See, Raylan's not good at that part. He likes to hide and just stay hidden until we're like panicking.
And I think we talked about Fringe, but what are your thoughts now, like that we've started watching it? Like, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I am too. It has kind of that nostalgia feeling because we watched it so long ago. I mean, you watched it before I even did because I watched it when I was on Netflix.
I watched it when you had to put in a CD every single time. It's fun.
I do love it. And it's so funny because it's J.J. Abrams. Yeah. And so as I'm watching, I'm like, oh my God, this music sounds just like Lost. Yeah. Like, just like it.
I love that I can't remember everything, but yet I do. I still remember what happens because it was so impactful, but I can't wait.
The overall story?
No, just the ending. I remember the ending.
Okay.
Because I got to it.
Yeah, we never got
Yeah. So, like, I remember it, but I'm so excited to go on the journey because I can't remember exactly how we got to the ending, but I remember, like, the ending. I was like, oh my God, I need to rewatch this.
I remember, like, random big things throughout and like some of the like cases and stuff that they do because some of them are so like traumatizing that I can't get it out of my head.
We were definitely like, because we're not big like
Gore?
So like no, I have to. That's what I don't like about scary movies. Is like if they're
Yeah,
gory,
no, I don't like gory either. Because I don't watch half the movie and then it's a waste. Like, why did I even watch this movie? I had my eyes covered for most of it.
Every year for Halloween, I watch Scream. I know you did last summer, and like those like nostalgic, like scary movies, but like they're not gory. Yeah, I'm just not a gore person.
Like the cult classics.
Yeah, I love cult classics. So you said there's a scary movie we need to watch.
Yes. So I'm trying to think of what the other one was called. Jordan Peele. So he came out with a movie last year called Get Out.
No, so that was when I wasn't watching a scary movie. So so when I don't want to watch a scary movie, it feels like it was last year, but who knows? When I don't want to watch a scary movie, I go to Wikipedia and I read about it.
It was so good. Alex and I went to the theater and saw it, and it was so good. So he just came out with another new one,
It looks terrifying.
It's called Us.
Your husband will not be able to sleep.
I told him we're watching it because it's on Prime right now.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. And okay. I have not seen the trailer because I remember when it was first being talked about, all that they were releasing was just like this tiny little still, and I was like, oh my god, like it's just so mysterious, like what is it about? But it sounds like these people are on vacation and then their doppelgangers start appearing.
Yep. You should see the trailer. It is terrifyingly creepy, but looks so good.
I kind of want to go into this like I do books and not watch the trailer and just watch the movie, because Get Out was so good. You should watch it.
I know, I need to watch it.
We should have a Jordan Peele night and watch Get Out and then Us.
We should.
And then we can go back and watch like Key and Peele before we go to bed so that we don't have scary dreams.
Those are one of my favorite. I love Key and Peele. I love when, I can't remember. It's like a zombie skit, and it's so funny. So yeah, I agree. We should have it. We should have a movie night. Yeah, that sounds good.
Jordan Peele night.
Yeah, I've been really wanting to watch some different movies.
Yeah, because I can't sit still and watch a movie usually, but if it's like a scary movie, I will watch it because I have to pay attention. I don't really have a choice.
So I saw, what did you just do? I thought you hit your hand.
No, it was a burp. I was trying to be quiet. I was not. I fail.
And I was not. I was on BuzzFeed, because as one does, I was reading to you and your son the funny quizzes that could be on there. But I did read something that was, so after I read this, I went and followed a bunch of people on Instagram.
Oh, no.
So it's an article that says, here's an update on the 19 Disney Channel movie stars you haven't thought about in forever.
Oh, my God.
So it says, where the Kimberly from Halloween is. She has a YouTube channel.
Shut up.
Yeah. Followed that, subscribed to that, and she's dating the guy who plays Cal in Halloween 2. The bad guy in Halloween 2. How dare you, fake fan. Where the girl from Xenon is.
That's the guy that she's dating?
Yeah, he's in Halloween 2. Are you going to say he looks like my ex?
He looks like I scrolled and I was like, wait.
You're like, wait, my first ever ex. Like, yeah,
oh my God. Xenon,
right? She's on General Hospital. What? So I've been following all these Instagram, it's awesome. The guy from
Ryan Merriman.
Oh, I love him.
He was in Pretty Little Liars.
Yes, he was. The guy who's in the 13th year, he would turn into a mermaid.
I loved him. I love that movie, and I had a total crush on him.
Yeah,
he looks so different. That's the same guy.
Mm-hmm. Andrew Lawrence from The Other Me, but also the Lawrence brothers. Yeah. They're still in a band. Yeah. They still go around. We should go to that.
Yes, please.
I haven't.
Which Lawrence brother was your favorite?
I think the middle.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Middle. Mm-hmm.
Middle.
He was always my fave, even though he seemed short. I always liked Joey too.
Yeah, same. Or the girl from Don't Look Under Your Bed, or Eddie. I didn't remember Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, but I remember Brink. I was obsessed. He's not currently acting. He's married.
Oh, that's Eric Von Detten. He was also in. Oh God,
a lot of things.
His name was Clue in. It was a show called something weird. That's So Weird.
Sure. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, his name was Clue in that show.
Or Double Teamed, okay, that sounds awful. The two basketball players. I've just all of the feels. Johnny Tsunami, he's in Colorado. Apparently he was in Iowa City and was meeting people.
Shut up.
Yeah. This made me have all the feels. I followed a bunch of people on Instagram.
Stuck in the Suburbs. I remember that girl, but I do not remember that movie. Stuck in the Suburbs.
She's in Sky High and she's in Flash and CW. And some other things. I can't remember what else she's in, but I like her too. And then she has a younger sister. But yeah,
I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Isn't it fun?
Yes.
Like reminiscing about all of our like
So Weird. It's called So Weird. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
You're still on the other guy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Eric Von Detten. Because I loved him too.
I loved him. And I don't even like blondes. Is Alex blonde?
No. He's one of those like he's got that hair color that only boys have. It's not blonde, but it's also not brown. It's just like
dirty blonde? That's what people call my hair.
Boy hair color. No, because your hair is blonde. Mm-hmm. He's got boy hair color. Like it's just there. Yeah, I don't know. So like it's blonde in the summer, but
it changes colors.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting. I wanted to show everybody that and like I don't know,
reminisce. That's what we spent the other night doing. We watched 90s commercials.
Oh my gosh, that was so. And I was like, I couldn't believe how many I remembered, and I forgot that like commercials were just like there was so many more. Yeah. Like in between the shows. Yeah. And I remember all of them.
That's the beauty of TV right now is we don't have to worry about commercials most of the time. Because like my mom still has cable. And so when I go back, I'm like, oh my God, this is a nightmare waiting for these commercials. But also my kids have not watched commercials before.
Don't even, they don't understand
they go to grandma's house and there's commercials and they're like, first of all, they're amazed at all these toys and stuff they didn't know about.
Oh yeah.
But then also, like, I remember the first time they realized they didn't realize what was going on. And they're like, we were watching a show and now there's like a little short show in between. And when is my show going to come back on? And I was like, oh, it's called a commercial. You're so spoiled.
We had to watch all the commercials.
We had to like take the commercial and take our pee break.
Yep. Exactly. Or like you'd be like, I want that, and you like try to write it down so your parents would remember. Oh my gosh, true.
That's so funny. It's so different.
It's so different. It's crazy like how we grew up to how it is now. And with
some of the commercials we were watching, I was like, feel like that wouldn't fly anymore.
No.
A little bit inappropriate.
Some of them were really cool and really retro, and I was like, oh, people should do that again. But then other times I'm like, oh, people should not do that again. One of my favorite commercials, and they still have it, is the Campbell Soup one where he's a snowman. He comes in and he melts.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one. Or the one with the Hershey's Kisses and they just are bells. Mm-hmm. Those are my favorites.
Because one of them we were watching, it started because we were watching Seth Green.
Yes. Why were we?
Because I listened to that
the Dax
Shepard episode with Seth Green, and they were talking about this commercial Seth Green did and how like it was very huge, but also like Seth Green didn't realize how huge it was.
And I don't remember it.
No. They said it aired in the Midwest, but it must be other states in the Midwest because it's a specific fast food chain.
And that fast food chain wasn't.
No, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
But so that's how it started. And then like we were watching and like Alex commented and he's like, okay, this is really weird that it was a commercial for some kind of slingshot. But the kids were, like, taking it to the mall and hitting people with it. And it was like, wait, is this what we're promoting? Like, whoa. And then there was another one that was for Lunchables. And it's obviously, like, speaking to the kids. And it's like, they make you eat what they want you to eat every other meal. But lunchtime is yours. And then it's like, get a pizza Lunchable. And I'm like, who do you think is buying these Lunchables for these kids? Like, what do you mean lunch is theirs? Well, I don't understand this. Like, what kind of messages were you feeding us?
Oh my God, I loved Lunchables. What I was going to say is I can't believe how many commercials that guy was in.
Yeah. Oh
he was in a ton of commercials.
He's still in a bunch of commercials.
Yeah.
He's like in commercials for Nintendo DS.
Oh, I don't see commercials anymore. I have no idea.
Like as we were watching them, they started getting newer and newer.
New, and we were like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's in new commercials now. It's so strange. He's just grown up in the spotlight.
Really. There's another BuzzFeed article, and I mentioned this to you, and we were like talking about it. Mm-hmm. It was called, not to alarm you, but you probably have a freckle in the middle of your wrist. And it was just like a bunch of people seeing that they had the same freckle, and like I have it, you have it.
But see, it's very hard for me because I'm like, okay, but pick one.
Oh God, yeah, same.
Like which?
Let me
freckle?
See. Hold up your arms. Did you hear that? There was a ton of static.
Because, like, I guess it would be this one.
It's you. Yeah, it would be you.
How is it me?
Because you just moved and I wasn't moving.
What does me moving have to do with it?
I don't know. Move your watch towards the mic. Maybe it's that. Nope. I don't know. But mine's here.
I guess I have. I mean,
yeah, that's it.
But yeah, when I first saw this, I was like, I have so many moles and freckles.
But like some people aren't like us and don't have a ton of mole and freckles like we do.
I know.
But I just think it's really interesting. So I want everyone who's listening to look at their wrists and see if they've got.
It looks like some people have it, but it's the middle of.
It's the middle of it. It's either on top or on bottom.
Yeah.
And yours is
I
on
didn't
top.
even look. I don't really have many on the bottom. I guess I've got a couple.
I've got one, but I've got one straight in the middle, just like that.
Yeah, I guess.
So I don't know. I thought
it
was very interesting.
I also have this one, but that's not the middle.
I have one on the center in the right middle of my bottom of my foot. So I used to tell people I stepped on something, like a nail.
Yeah, Weston's got one on the side of his foot, and it's like pretty big and really dark, and I always try to wash it off.
My mom tried to wash off the mole on my face. When we were younger, your mom didn't like you getting dirty.
And I didn't necessarily like to get dirty
But
either.
I got dirty all the time. Mm-hmm. I was a tomboy. So I talked her into getting dirty. Mm-hmm. We were like working on my dad's tractor and got grease all over us, and grease is a pain to get off.
Don't put that in air quotes. We were serious about that. We were working on that tractor.
We were. We are going to fix that tractor, even though there was nothing wrong with it.
Also, I don't know what we were doing.
We just had tools, and we were like, take the wrench and just like put it around a pipe for a little bit and stuff, and like bang on stuff with a hammer, which I don't know why.
We were fixing it.
We were helping, and we go in. My mom was like, "Oh my god, your mom's gonna have a fit," and so she starts like scrubbing us. I'm getting my face scrubbed. She's like, "It won't come off," and I'm like, "Mom, that's a mole. Please stop scrubbing my face."
It's attached to my face. Oh my god.
So yeah, let us know. Send us pictures if you have that mole, because we'll have to post them, because I'm very interested to see.
It's weird.
I needed to talk about this, so I need to put Elizabeth on blast that she has a snack addiction.
No.
Yes.
Mind your business.
Mind your business, devil woman. It is, well, so we needed snacks, and I mean, I introduced you to this, because we always thought, like, this thing, what is happening?
I'm not moving.
I'm not moving either, am I?
Just shake it.
Yep,
it's an Etch-a-Sketch. It'll help.
Yep.
I'll reset it.
So we always like those little to-go things of hummus and pretzels in them. And so we got some hummus and pretzels.
Do you have that problem, though, with the to-go ones? Like, not enough pretzels at all?
Yes, always. Okay. Always. It's annoying.
Me too. Yeah, because I'm like, I wish I had, like, double the pretzels.
Exactly. So we were getting the originals, and Elizabeth found... What did I find? Everything. Pretzels.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's the addiction I would talk about, is how good they are.
The everything pretzel, because we kind of became obsessed with the everything bagel.
Yes, we are obsessed with the everything bagel.
And you got the everything bagel seasoning so that we could have plain bagel with peanut butter and then everything bagel seasoning.
Yes.
It's so good. It's like my favorite thing to eat.
Yeah, and so now we found the everything pretzel. So I think they should make everything into everything.
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 So the everything pretzel with the red pepper hummus is...
Oh, it's so
my
good.
dream snack, and I almost ate the whole container by myself tonight.
Yeah, see, I ate chips and guac because I was craving those. That's usually our go-to snack. I haven't
craved guac since we started with the hummus.
Get out.
I can't help it. It's so good. But I do have a snack. Like anything
we
crunchy,
like our family.
I cannot stop.
It's our family, because when we have family events, like, we do have a main meal, but it's like the whole countertop is covered with just snacks, or the whole table, and we all just graze. We are grazers.
It's a problem.
It is a problem.
It's a real problem.
We also make enough food for a ton of leftovers.
For an army?
Because we all graze. And then but when dinner comes, I'm like, I'm full.
Right? And then you just eat it the next day.
Yep.
It's better the next day anyway, usually.
Everything's better the next day.
That's what she said.
I'm like, I don't know what that means. So, the reason that we're saying, oh, we watch these movies together, and oh, this and that, and this and that, is because Liz has a new roomie, and it's me.
Yeah,
I am the new roomie. Her husband calls me roomie, so I am roomie.
It is kind of funny that this is the first time we've ever lived together, like actually lived together.
Yeah, because we had planned to, and then it didn't work out, and so
I moved in with Alex. Yeah, actually, and thankfully I did, because I found out I was pregnant like 2 months later.
Yeah, exactly. But you left me with evil roommates. Not Callie,
I
but
am
the other one.
so sorry.
But yeah, we've never lived together. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard because we get distracted very easily.
Oh God, that's all it is. It's just us. And like, I kind of feel bad sometimes because I do feel like, because I was listening to oh God, okay, I'm so sorry.
I think
this episode
I haven't been moving and now it's not doing
this
it.
episode is literally the Dax Shepard podcast,
okay.
like love. But I was listening to him talk about his friendship with his best friend, and then Seth Rogen and his best friend, and they were talking about how like with their best friends, like it's the person you've spent the most time with, and you almost have like a shorthand language.
Yeah.
And I do kind of feel bad for like Alex sometimes because I feel like we're talking and he's over there going, wait, what? Like he does not, he's like 3 things behind and doesn't understand what we're talking about. So I do feel bad every once in a while, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
What I've noticed that we do, I think we probably do it a little bit on here, but worse when we're just talking, just you and I, is we switch subjects really fast and we go back and forth, but we both know what we're talking about. Yeah. So we continue to switch subject and no one else can be in the conversation.
No, our moms are just like, they just look at us and they're like, oh, what?
They've started tuning us out, or like if they're around, they'll just walk away from us. Like if we're in a store and we start doing that, they just walk away. And then we're like, where'd they go?
Yeah, it'll be like 5 minutes later. We're like, wait, what happened?
What happened? Why did you guys?
So sorry.
I got told that's the reason why they don't listen to the podcast because they already have to listen to it in real life,
well,
which is
rude. Whatever.
Yeah, poor other roommate gets left out sometimes.
Yeah, I do feel like sometimes he's like I said, he's like 3 subjects behind, and he's like, what? What are you guys talking about?
We're like, oh, like, this and this and that.
We've moved on, buddy. Catch up. Like, but I feel like we do that when we're not together too, because we're talking on like 5 different platforms.
We do that real
and
bad.
Every platform has its own discussion going.
Yep, and we can't. So I'll talk to you. I'll text you, but then I'll also talk to you on Instagram, and I'll talk to you on Google Chats, or it's a lot. But I don't ever get confused.
No,
which is, I mean, I don't know why.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? Yeah. God.
Now that we're rewatching Fringe, I really think we should rewatch Dawson's Creek together.
Oh, geez. Oh, my God. Because did I tell you about that? It was, the boys were pretty young. And I rewatched Dawson's Creek the whole way through. And when I was finishing it, I think we were all sick, or maybe it was just the boys. But I was sleeping on the couch with one of them because they were sick and they would like cough in the night and like throw up and whatever. So I was sitting on the couch with one of them sleeping, like sitting up. And and then Alex was on the other side of the couch, and I was watching the end of Dawson's Creek, and it's very sad.
Yes. And
I was sobbing, and this is the middle of the night, and Alex wakes up, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, it's over." So I haven't rewatched it since then. So yeah, we should
definitely rewatch it. Oh my God, I'm so excited because I don't really remember. I remember bits and pieces, but I think it was like so long ago, and it was so sad that I just blocked it out.
Oh. It's so good, but also, yeah.
We love Pacey.
We do. I hate Dawson.
Also same.
Like, sorry if you like him, but he's an idiot. So.
The end. Come fight us.
Pacey's the best.
Oh,
he is most
best.
Of the reason we're watching Fringe right now.
Exactly. We were watching it for him. And Olivia. I love Olivia too.
Yeah, but let's be honest. He's the draw.
Yeah, he is. We love him. That's exactly why I used to watch Mighty Ducks when I was younger.
Also, that's the reason I started watching The Affair.
Yes, I need to watch that.
He's in it. It's so, like, maybe that should be our next one, too.
Yeah, we can just start watching.
We're just going to have, oh, God, did you ever watch PaceyCon? Yes.
Oh, my God, I love that.
We're going to have our own PaceyCon.
We're going to have our own PaceyCon in Iowa. Come hang out, and we'll talk about Pacey. Did he go to PaceyCon?
He was PaceyCon.
Oh, yeah.
He was PaceyCon.
He was PaceyCon.
He created it. It was hilarious. It's on YouTube if you're interested. Joshua Jackson.
There we go. We keep calling him Pacey. I feel like
he's Pacey forever. Like, I'm sorry if he doesn't enjoy
Jackson.
that, but he's Pacey.
He is Pacey. Well, I think that's all we're going to chat about right now. We are starting to maybe do an after hours tea chat over on our Patreon, kind of get into the more nitty gritty things that are maybe a little not safe for work and
more adult,
more in depth, and maybe some things that, we don't really talk about on the normal podcast.
You might hear Samantha uncensored.
Yes, I get. She's gonna let me off the leash, and I'm gonna go crazy.
I'm a little bit nervous.
I'm so excited. You'll get to the full me. Because like I have to watch what I say on this podcast.
And I have a pretty good filter.
You have a very good filter.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to let my filter up.
Probably not.
I'll try.
But she's always had a good filter, and I've never had a good filter. Even when we were younger, I would always get in trouble for the things that I was saying.
I still don't cuss in front of... No, I take that back. Very recently, I've started saying some cuss words in front of my mom.
Ooh, I used to say cuss words in front of my mom.
I can cuss in front of your mom, but not mine.
Yeah.
Like, I can't cuss in front of my mother.
You're like, I can't. So we always, like, whenever we play games, we write stuff that so she has to cuss in front of her mom.
Yes, when we play, like, Cards Against Humanity and what's the other one we like? Scrawl.
And Scrawl. Yeah.
They always make me cuss in front of my mother.
Yes, it's fun.
Jerks.
It's very fun.
It's not fun.
But I noticed your brother has issues with it, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm over here just like,
we respect our mother.
My mom was terrifying, but also let me cuss. So
my mom cussed. It's not like I grew up in like a strict household. My mom cussed.
Yeah, my mom was just like, "Don't say it at school," and I was like, "Gotcha." I can do that.
Didn't want to upset my mommy.
I also talk faster than I think, so sometimes it just happens.
Yeah,
it happens, and then I'm like, "Well, there we go. That happened. It's out there." Oops. So make sure to come check us out on Patreon if you want to support us. We'd really appreciate it. And we're going to do very fun things over there.
Yeah, I think we're going to do an episode here pretty soon and talk about some stuff more in depth.
Yes, definitely about living together, more of the in-depthness of it and why and all of that kind of stuff, and maybe more personal things about us. I don't know. We don't know.
If you want to get personal,
it's going to be crazy over there. Well, we better get going. We've got more tea to drink and books to read. Our social medias are down below. Make sure to rate and review the podcast.
Please.
We're everywhere you listen to podcasts. We really appreciate it. And thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.